Hi there, hope you've had a beautiful day. Yesterday was glorious as well, and again the sun out is really lovely. And this is what brings me to it's the party season, and we hope we're getting some sunny days, and we want to be out and celebrate with Christmas and all that. And so I thought, well, what shall I cover this week? And I was speaking to a lady last week, and she said to me that she was very disappointed in some of the foundations she had bought in the past. And I said, well, what did you buy? She said, well, I went to Sephora. I can't remember if she said Sephora or Mecca. She said, and this girl recommended this foundation, and so I bought it. And the girl said that's the one she uses herself. And I said, well, how old was the girl? She said, oh, I don't know. She said it would have been 25 years old. Now, let me tell you, three of the most major mistakes people make when it comes to foundation. One is that perhaps they're using maybe a foundation that her daughter uses, or maybe she's been recommended. Now, we've got foundation in our range, of course. If she gets recommended a foundation that's got an oily base and some mattifying foundation, you're not going to be happy, because when you get to the age of 40 and 50, our skin becomes drier. And if it's not used to the correct foundation, it can look dull. It can emphasize if you've got a few lines as well. And it's not really the foundation for you. So you really got to get a foundation that suits your skin. So that's number one. Just because a 20-year-old wears, and because she's got flawless skin, it might look great on her, but not on you. Because when you're mattifying, so for example, even the Nutrimatic one, if you were to use this foundation, which is our Perfecting foundation, it's basically recommended for people that have got oily skin and need that mattifying foundation to use. And so it's not really the foundation for you and I, okay? The foundation for you and I is a beautiful, which is a lovely sheer complexion tint. This one here is beautiful if you want to use it for every day. If you've been in Nutrimatics for a while, or you're familiar with Nutrimatic, it used to be the tinted moisturizer and the beauty veil. We put it all together, so you got two in one, and you got the SPF. So this one here for your age, 40, 50 and beyond, my skin, it will look beautiful. It's like a beautiful light color. But the one that's my favorite, and I love it, and I think it's beautiful, it's the Silk Fusion foundation. Why is such a great product for your type of skin and my type of skin, which is more dry, maybe it could be a little bit dehydrated? Because it's got hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid, actually, it's a hydration, it's a moisturizer. So basically, it helps you to keep your skincare and makeup all in one. And it's buildable. That you can actually, if you use it during the day, and then you're going out at night, especially like this time of the year, you might go to a party from work to a party. You can actually build it up with your brush, and that works really well without looking cakey or overdone as well. It doesn't change the color. So that's great. That's one thing that choose the right foundation for your skin type. And obviously color comes into as well. Getting the right color. If you're not sure, you know where I am, you can always contact me, and I can help you with the color. Now, the other thing that it's another mistake most people do is they don't hydrate their skin enough before the foundation. So you need, after you cleanse in your tone, you need to put a serum, and you need to put a moisturizer as well before then. But give it a bit of time in between. Maybe once you cleanse in your tone, put your serum, go and get dressed after shower maybe, and then after you have breakfast, put your moisturizer on, give a couple of minutes, and then put your foundation. The other thing with foundation as well, I think I did share that with you before. When you use your foundation, I use the back of my hand to actually apply the foundation. And if you want that, that dewy look foundation, it's really good idea to pat it like that. And when you put it on your face, use the, can you see this is the matte brush, the flat brush, which is great for foundation, and just pat on the skin where you know, start where you mainly want more coverage and just pat and roll, pat and roll. Don't brush it all over. Or if you're brushing all over, you're not gonna get an even, and the same with the forehead and everything. So using a good tool to put your foundation on. And I love this. This is a beautiful brush, and you know, I will talk to you about the brushes soon as well. So yeah, so that's number 2. Make sure you use the right foundation. Make sure you hydrate your skin really, really well. And number 3, it's exfoliation. You need to exfoliate your skin, because even though you might not feel like little bumps, or you can feel that there's dead skin there, let me tell you, we do shed skin continuously. More so as we get older. So using an exfoliation at least once a week, if I not say twice a week. And you can use the microdermabrasion or the glycolic acid or something you might bought yourself at the shop. So that's my 3 tips for a great foundation. The other thing I want to talk to you about was in the Christmas brochure, in the December brochure, which is going to be live on the 26th, if you haven't seen it yet. We've got a promotion on our brush set, okay? And when you're working with makeup, foundation, honestly, to give you that right, beautiful finish, I would say, you need to have the right tools. So in this little pack that you see here, it's normally $150, and it's out for $60 in the actual book. So I'm going to go through that with you about our brushes. And you know, if you already got a brush set, you know what? Sometimes there's people who say, I don't know what to buy someone for Christmas. Guess what? This is such a good tool. Because sometimes people might just buy one here, one there, and then haven't got the right ones. But this one here, so we've got the foundation brush, as I showed you, it's the matte one. Then we've got this is the powder and blush. You know, it's really great. It really blends, especially with the powder blush. It really blends that really well. And the other thing we've got is this is a smudge eyeshadow brush. See, the great thing about that, it tells you on here. Can you see that? So you can't go wrong. Or which brush do I use? And this, of course, is the blending brush. And then you've got the lip brush, and you've got another eyeshadow brush as well. And we've got an angle one here, which I'll show you something on another night. This one here is very, very good if you're putting your eyeliner and you want that little bit of a wing, but you're not very good at doing it with a pencil. You can actually put a little bit of the pencil on here and brush it up, but I'm not going to go into that tonight. But this is what that brush is. It's an eyeliner brush, or even if you want to smudge your eyeliner. So you've got brushes for everything, and it's a good time to buy them when they're on special. So altogether, you're getting 8 brushes, and go and have a look at costing of some of the brushes. You can pay up to $500 for a set of brushes, and they're not, I mean, they're okay, but who would want to pay $600 or $500 or $400 or even $200 when you can get them for $60? So look out for that, because really this is a tool you don't want to be without, okay? So that's the brushes that we have that we're going to talk about. The other thing I want to share with you is a little bit about contouring. People get confused, and you might see it on TikTok, you might see it on Instagram, and you see all these people putting foundation, bronzer everywhere and everything. Now, let me tell you, you might need bronzer, you might not need bronzer. So what you want to do is put your hair back, right? And what you need to do, I learned this in my early days when I was in cosmetic many years ago in the department store, and I did makeup classes there. So what we're trying to create when we apply blush or bronzer, We're trying to create an oval shape. That's the ultimate, right? None of us, obviously very few people maybe, they have a perfect oval shape. So the idea of contouring is that we can shape the face to come more as an oval shape. Some people might have a fuller face, some people might have a longer face, some people might have, a square jawline, and they could have a heart shape where it's wider, your forehead is wider, and then it comes really narrow. I saw someone there and I thought that's an unusual shape. When you're in this field, you look at everyone's shape. And this pretty girl, but she had a very wide sort of jawline, and she went like a pear shape on the front. So obviously, with shaping and shading, we can do a lot with it too. So I'm going to just show you something that you might want to measure. You go in front of the mirror and you can measure. So where your hairline is, you put a pencil there, and you measure on top of you, in the middle of your eyebrows, right? Now, how can I say, the best dimension to have, that the face should be equally divided. So from the hairline to the middle of your eyebrows, and then from the eyebrows to the nose, and to the nose to the chin. So if that area is equally divided in three, you got the perfect length. If you haven't, it's okay, because we can work on it, okay? So you might have a fairly wide, I put a little bit of blush on the side here, but I don't really need to put too much here, because when you look at my forehead, I'm pretty lucky that way. It is pretty. When you look, see, that's a pencil in the middle of the eyebrows, and then I put it there. And from here, it's pretty okay. I don't have a wide, a very deep, long forehead. But the people that do, like my daughter-in-law's got that. And what we do, obviously what she does, she needs to use her bronzer. She uses the bronzer, a little bit of the bronzer, just in here, near the hairline. So if you got that, you basically put a little bit of the bronzer just across here, right? Across the top here. Because this dark, it minimizes, and light it brings forward, okay? So the other place we want to use a bronzer as well, we all like to have a sharp jawline. So just on the jawline here, just on the jawline. Again, it gives it that sharpness. And you can bring, if we've got a little bit of a, what do we call it? Not turkey neck, but a little bit of softer skin there, you can take a little bit down here as well. And then we can blend it once we put that, okay? So the other thing is that, if with the nose as well, right? If you got a wide nose, you can put the bronzer just along the side, each side of the bronzer. So with this brush here, I would go down like that and like that. And if you want to shorten the nose area, you just put a little bit on the nose tip, which I like to do that. Okay, so once you put the bronzer there, now the most important thing is what you want is on your jawline. So I was thinking, how can I make people remember how to do that? Because we put 3 colors. So we're going to put the bronzer, we're going to put the blush, and we're going to put the highlighter, right? And of course, underneath the eye, we're going to use the concealer, but we won't be doing that tonight. So some of you remember Neapolitan ice cream. Might be giving my age away now. But Neapolitan ice cream, it's got chocolate, and then it's got strawberry, and then it's got vanilla. So think as your bronzer as the chocolate, and then the blush as your strawberry, and the highlight that we're going to put, it's your vanilla, okay? My favorite's always been the chocolate. I don't know about you, but my chocolate. So when you apply bronzer, you need to put, you can do a fish face, but it doesn't always work. You can try it. so you can get that line there. But where you want to do is look at the top layer of the top of the ear, and this is where you start, but don't go close to the nose, then the middle of the pupil. So I think if you had a tear coming down, that's what you would stop. Or you can put two little fingers there and start going down instead of going up. So you don't get too much around the hairline. Let me put this here. Okay, so I can see myself. Okay, so if you find it difficult as well, what you could do this as well. You could do that like that, and then put the bronzer here. Okay, but I'm okay with it, so I'm just going to get my mirror so I can see better. So when you do it with the bronzer, always pat, don't get too much. So you go up, you're going to go up towards the ear. Okay, maybe a little more. It's best to add rather than try and take away. So this really sculptures your cheekbones. You see it? Right. So what I want to show you as well, I was going to do it with the three cream blushes. So we got in the Christmas book, in the December book actually, we've got the cream blushes, and these are fantastic as well. So I put the bronzer of the powder because I looked for my bronzer, and I don't know, I did a pop-up shop, Castle Plaza, maybe I lost it, I can't find it. So anyway, the blush comes in different colors, and the highlighter obviously is the one highlighter. So because they're my personal ones, I'm going to use them on my face like that. And so we put the bronzer. Now the next one, remember it's the strawberry. We're going to use the blush, and I'm just going to put a few dots there, just like that. And then I'm going to use the highlighter. When you put the highlighter though, if you got a few lines just on here, don't put the highlighter there, just put it where the cheekbone is, just a little bit there. Okay, just there. And then I'm going to use my flat brush. Okay, I'm going to use my flat brush that I showed you with the foundation. That is really good to blend your blush as well. So I'm going to do that now. So what you do, you just pat and pat and pat and get it. Let me see on my mirror so I can see better. And it gives you that beautiful neutral color that it looks like your skin has got that beautiful shade here. It looks so natural. The cream blush looks beautiful. Okay, you can see it from the other one compared to the other one. It gives a beautiful sheen as well on the, and then with the highlighter, which I put on there. Now with the highlighter, you know how I said to you, I'm going to blend my nose as well, and just blend my, I wish you were face to face, I know I can see it. With the highlighter, you can put a little bit on top of your nose, so when you actually look like you're sun-kissed. So you put the contour, you put the bronzer on the side, you put the highlighter in the middle, and we put a little bit of the bronzer on our nose as well. And if you need to put, if your forehead, like I said, is a little bit longer than what I said, you can put a little bit of brush on there as well, and then you blend. You don't need to put highlighter there, but you can put the blush there. There you are, I like that actually. Because even if your forehead is not, it does give you, it really shapes your face. So, and blush, the brush does all the work for you. All you have to do, position in the right place, and it gives that beautiful dewy look. See how you can see a little bit of my blush here and that beautiful shapes. Now I've got to do the other side. I will do in a minute. So I hope that helped you. You know, you can always learn so much about, and this time of the year is really good to really practice, and don't be scared. Really, you can't go wrong. It's not like you're going to cut your hair or anything like that. It's just makeup. So have a bit of fun with it. And yeah, so maybe next time I'm looking at doing maybe that smoky eye that you, like I said to you, with a brush. So I might do that in the next few days, so look out for that. And yeah, I can't believe it's really the end of November. So check out this, if you got the brochure. If you haven't, you can get the brochure online. Some of you might receive one from Nutrimatic if you're a VIP customer. And if not, have a look online, because some of the promotions are ending at the end of November, which is only the end of the week. So I know the shower gels, I'm not sure if there's any other things as well. And of course, we've got these special offers as well, like all our skincare. And like I was saying, the better the canvas, the better the finish. So look after that skin of yours. Okay, take care, and I look forward to hear your feedback. Tell me what you practiced, and maybe we can have a chat if you need my help too. Okay, take care and have a lovely evening. Bye for now.